Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, and welcome to the stream. Thank you guys very much for being here today. Hope everybody is doing well. Aleo, we have some add-on updates. Yeah, I should check my add-ons. That's a good idea. Let's do that first. Let's make sure the add-ons are all up to date. Bagnon update, dialogue UI update, Leatrix. Yeah, basically everything needed to be updated. There we go. Just do a reload. And then we can get going. What are we going to do today? I'm going to queue up for Deadmines. See if we can find someone to invite us to a Deadmines group. I don't really want to put a group together. Man, I really need to do Wailing Caverns. Let's look for Deadmines for now. But maybe we should do the swim today from Westfall down to Booty Bay. That way we have the flight point. I wonder if it's worth it to like spam the channel a little bit also. Alright, so we'll sit in queue with the millions of other DPS that may or may not ever find groups. And we can do some questing. What do I want to work on? Murloc fins. Let's go get the last of our Murloc fins. Housekeeping-wise, inventory looks okay. Inventory looks about as good as it ever looks. Spider meat I still need. Inviting me to a group. Okay, I'm assuming this is for the dungeon. That was really fast. Is that how fast it is to get groups? That's pretty impressive. I don't even know if I've had enough coffee to do the dungeon yet. But we'll find out. Alright. Inventory should be okay for Deadmines. 18 slots available. Hopefully that'll do it.
Hello. Farewell.
If I'd have known it was going to be that fast, I would have been in the zone before I queued up. I wonder if that's typical to get invites so fast as a solo DPS. Because yeah, now it's like they're probably already there. Are they all there? Let's see, Moonbrook, fucking Moonbrook. They're all in Moonbrook already. I'm the jerk who queued up for the dungeon, but was nowhere near the dungeon. Because apparently now, you get grouped so quickly that you should already be at the dungeon entrance before you queue up. Is that kind of nuts? Like, they're gonna go in without me, which is fine. It means I'm gonna be missing out on some kill XP. But I guess I can't blame them. Do you know how to enter? Yeah, I can get it. They're asking if I know how to... They're going to go into the instance and start clearing, it looks like. They're asking if I know how to get in. Yeah, we can probably figure it out, chat. We might be able to find our way into the instance. After 20 years, we might be able to do it. If we have to, we can just stealth past the... If there's any elites, we can just stealth past them. Or we can sprint. Sprinting is an option. And good morning, guys. Lael, Paul, Monica, Ghost and Coffee, Gary, Guitar Junkie. Thank you guys for being here. Alright, we don't need to vendor. I think we're good just to go. We can pop sprint. And if we're really lucky, we get there before they pull the first boss. I would say they have a fair chance of getting to the first boss without us. There's a fair chance. And so yeah, if we want to do Wailing Caverns, we have to be at Wailing Caverns. Like already at the instance. Because apparently that's the expectation. Boops Boops, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Why is no one killing the Defias Messenger? What's going on? We're just letting him live now? We can't let him live. Really shocked that nobody's there farming him. I haven't been playing a lot the last couple days. I'm assuming there's a bunch of level 60s on the servers now. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, that looks good. It's probably fine. Oh my god, we made it the first time without getting lost. I'm really proud of myself. I expected to get lost at least once. Alright, let's see how far along they are. Oh, they're not very far at all. They really haven't accomplished much of anything. They have not accomplished much of anything, it doesn't look like. Is this character hardcore? No, this is not hardcore. This is the regular PvE server, not the hardcore server. Just some old-fashioned progression. That's it. Do I have any hardcore characters going right now? Yes, I have an Orc Warrior over on the US Anniversary Hardcore realm. Doom Howl. And I've been playing that character mainly in a recorded series. And that's the only hardcore character that I'm actively playing. And that's been pretty fun. Doing self-found for a warrior is crazy. Yeah. The thing I enjoy like most about the warrior is just like equipping that brand new weapon and seeing my DPS skyrocket. And oftentimes the easiest way to do that leveling up is to go to the auction house. So like for the warrior, I can't do self-found for the warrior. For caster classes, self-found is okay. But if it needs new weapons, I just prefer being able to use the auction house. And part of me likes to go shopping. I like to shop for new gear and new weapons and stuff. So when I can't use the auction house, it kind of like takes away part of the game for me. So we've already completed all the quests in here. We are strictly here for the kill XP and for potentially boss items. I'm hoping to see some blues drop. Last time we only saw like one blue drop. So, fingers crossed.
VanCleef, hey, really on your head.
The last group I was in killed the ads first. I noticed that we're not doing that. I wonder if our healer's gonna run out of mana. Maybe we'll be okay. Scouting boots of spirit. Yeah, we don't need scouting boots of spirit. Thank you, but no thank you. Let's not stand in the fire. Well, okay, if we're gonna tank him in the fire, then I have to stand in the fire. Don't really have an option at that point. How's the music? It's a little loud. I'm just gonna turn it down on my side. The music here can get like really, really loud. Jets, I appreciate that, man. That's cool. Thanks for being here and hanging out. Cruel Barb is quite the prize. Well, who does the Cruel Barb drop off of? Was that the boss we just killed that didn't drop the item? Apparently I don't have Atlas loot installed right now. I don't know why. Last time I think the blue staff dropped. We saw the blue staff and we saw the, was it a blue cloak off of the end boss? Obviously, I didn't win the cloak. But those were the only two blues we saw. The staff and the cloak. Everything else was like a green. Like usually a really bad green. It's a blue sword from VanCleef, one-handed. Oh, that'd be cool. It sounded like a dagger. What do we have here? Stamina, we don't need that one. Stamina, okay. 2 stamina cloaks. I realized that we took riposte, but in group content, riposte is kind of useless. Like, we're never going to get to riposte unless the enemy is hitting us. But we really don't want the enemy to be hitting us in the first place. So yeah, riposte, good for leveling. A completely wasted talent when it comes to doing dungeons. Same thing with lightning reflex. Like, basically all of our points, like all of our talent points are spent in things that only help us when we're solo. None of the talent points we've spent really help us when we're in a 5-man situation. I guess that would be like a good reason to have dual spec. If I had dual spec, then I would have a different loadout for when we were doing 5-man stuff. Because I basically have 10 points that are not going into things that deal more damage, but are instead going into things that keep me alive. And I don't need those when we have a tank. Did they ever update, like, when they were going to add dual spec to the game? Did they ever, like, post an actual date? Because, yeah, that would be just, like, just a nice to have if we want to do a lot of dungeons, which I do. It should be available now? What? Now? Level 40? A level 40. Okay. Robert, good morning to you. Welcome. It's out. It's available now. Level 40. It's 50 gold. That's a big cost. 50 gold is a big cost on a fresh server. Because especially like at level 40, you already need your mount money. Like, you gotta have mount money. So you already need 100 gold. Now you gotta have 50 gold. Yeah, I would say give it to me at level 20 instead, because I want to be able to have it as soon as I start doing 5-man content. Like, 5-man content is where it comes in useful. So give it to me at level 20 instead, and make the cost 10 golds. Yeah, I'm gonna say level 20, 10 golds. Maybe even level 20, 25 golds. Like, maybe make it expensive still. I don't know. I think 10 golds at level 20 is a lot. I would say, yeah, that's what I would do. Give me level 20 for 10 golds. And then that would be actually useful for like a bigger chunk of your gameplay. Like, level 40, you've already played for like 80 hours, 90 hours, 100 hours. You've already not had dual spec like that whole time. But okay. I guess that'll be one more thing that we have to farm up gold for. That makes the idea of a warlock or a paladin a lot more appealing, I think. Something where you don't have to worry about your mount money. Then you just sink that money right into dual spec. Yeah, but the thing about dual spec is, like, the longer I wait, the more useless it becomes to me. It's like, once I'm at endgame, I'm just gonna lock in like whatever spec I want to raid with, you know. Once I'm at endgame, like it doesn't matter. Not maybe if you're like a hybrid class, like if you can tank or DPS, then maybe it matters still at endgame. But I feel like for a pure DPS, like the higher level you get, the less value you're getting out of it. The value for me would have been being able to swap to a different spec for 5-man content as opposed to solo content. But by the time the solo content's over, like who cares? You just stay whatever spec you rate as. I don't know. Blue Canary, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Even if you have to go back in time. Did this guy, he dropped a trash green as well. 4 intellect cloth. I mean, I guess it's not trash. Like, it's not, like, super trash. But it's not a blue item. I think we can agree on that. I don't know that I'm ever gonna have time to play it, but I created a priest, a dwarf priest on Dream Scythe on the US PvE realm. I don't know if I'll ever have time to play it, but I did create it, and I did log it in. I think what it was is like I had a day where I was trying to record here on the EU servers, and it was like it was the first time that the population being so big started to like kind of bother me, because you know I'm playing during their prime time, so like everybody was online, and I was trying to get some questing done in Red Ridge, and I was like, oh my god, I can't even get a tag, and we're in Red Ridge, and I just created a character over on Dream Scythe US. With I don't know, like maybe no intention of playing it, but there it is. I do feel like for the hours of time compared to the level that we are, this character has probably been my slowest progressing character that I've played. Even though like it's weird their kill rate is so high, like we can kill things so quickly, but because of like how populated things have been while questing, I think this is the slowest leveling process as far as time played compared to character levels that we've ever done. Well, I mean, that doesn't sound 22 hours, almost exactly 22 hours. 22 hours for level 20 is not bad. I just feel like I've done that a lot faster in the past. Alright, so the boss here has the possibility of dropping a blue ring. The blue ring has like agility and intellect. It's some kind of hybrid ring, but I think it's also like one of the best rings we can get. And, you know, I don't have a ring, so a ring would be nice. I am not going to be the one to chase him. That is not what I'm going to do. Apparently we are an off-tank now. We'll just off-tank stuff. It's fine. We actually have a lot of tanking talents, so I guess it's okay. I guess the mage thought they were pulling. That's gonna be fun. Alright, we got 2 from down here, we got 2 from this way. Let's focus on this guy. At least he said oops. He said oops in party chat. He was like, oops. That's a decent reply. When you've decided to pull as the mage. Oops. I cast that whole frostbolt. Oops. This guy, okay, so I'll try this, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. He said kick the engineer when he casts golem. I don't think we can interrupt it. I've never been able to interrupt their golem cast or the molten armor. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. We're gonna try it. Let's see if he'll summon his guy out. He's not summoning it. Yeah, I don't know if we can interrupt either of their casts. Do you think so? Do you think I can? I've tried. Maybe my timing's just off. I did this the other day and I tried to interrupt the molten armor and the golem cast. I was never able to do it. It's probably just a skill issue. I mean, but the fact that I've interrupted most other spells successfully, that makes me, I'm unsure, you know. I've never had trouble intercepting heals. Like, here we go. No, we can't kick the melt ore. Melt ore is not kickable. That went off well within the window. I don't know if it popped up immune. I didn't see what it popped up. But we cannot kick the molten armor. So let's see if we can wait for another cast of the golem. I don't think we can kick either of these spells because they're not spells. I think that's what it is. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. The kick did nothing. The kick did nothing. We cannot kick it. Yeah, can't kick either of their abilities. Yeah, that it didn't do anything. And that's what I was experiencing in the last run too. I would kick them within the window and it would still put the armor on them. It would still summon the golem. Yeah, so I want to spread the real information so that future rogues are not harangued in groups in Deadmines because they're not kicking these, because we can't kick them. I don't know if maybe something like a shield bash could get them, but I think because they're not spells, we're seeing the cast bar, but it's not a cast. It's not a spell cast. Yeah, same thing with that one. You'd think, hey, melt armor, that's like fire shield. I should be able to interrupt that, but we can't interrupt it because it acts like fire shield, but unlike fire shield, it's not a spell. Which is sad. It would be nicer if we could interrupt these things and be more useful to the group. The melting armor thing is especially bad. We just take a bunch of passive damage for no good reason because we can't interrupt it. Maybe it's because we're on a fresh server and like people don't have really overpowered alt gear, but I feel like all of the fights take longer than what I'm used to. From like the trash packs to the bosses, I have felt like all of the fights take longer than I'm used to. And it seems like we're doing okay DPS, like comparatively to the rest of the group. But I wonder what the numbers look like in Deadmines run if you're doing a Deadmines run on an older server like Firemaw or Whitemane. I bet the average damage is much higher. Just because the gear and enchants and stuff available to people. Or like available to more people. We've got an ad shooting us back here. Now we have an ad and a golem. And he drops smelting pants. Terrible green pants. 5 stamina, 4 spirits. That's not really useful to us. No ring today. Apparently we're fighting our way back to the chest. And by we, I mean myself and the warrior. I rolled a 37, the warrior rolled a 4, the mage rolled a 33, nobody else has rolled yet. I feel like I'm about to take this chest. Only 3 of us rolled. Oh, there's a 76. Alright, get over here and loot with your 76. This doesn't have to take all day. Did we deal with all of the patrols? Oh, no, we didn't. I had a feeling there was at least one patrol that we... Oh, look at this. Where did he come from? There might have been 2 different patrols. Yeah, this is a big group. Okay. Alright, well this seems fine. Third Franks, good evening, buddy. Welcome to the stream. We already have these. Black and Defias boots. 3 agility, 2 stamina.
You there. Check out that noise. We're under attack! Avast, you swabs! Repel the invaders!
Tough Turtle, thanks for checking out the stream. I appreciate that. Let's see if we do it right and prioritize the ads, or if everybody just goes right onto the boss. I put a skull on this guy. Maybe this skull will help guide the group. I mean, obviously somebody has put some damage onto the boss, but I at least one other person went onto my skull mark, so that's good.
You landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise. Now you're making me angry.
And another green. This time a 3 agility sword. This is like much lower DPS than our other weapons. So yeah, another item that nobody needs. And now the last group I was in also killed Cookie first. We went around to the left side and we fought Cookie. That way there wasn't any question at the end of whether or not we were going to fight him. We'll see. I think this group's probably just going to head to the right and clear it as per the usual, if I had to guess. Yeah, we're definitely just going to the right here. We have guys coming down the ramp. Thanks to me, you're trying a rogue. The rogue is a lot of fun. It is a fast-paced class that can keep momentum going. I really like it. I mean, in Classic era, it lacks any kind of AoE, but a lot of specs don't have really good AoE anyway. It definitely makes up for it with single target damage. Oh, you know what we have to try to do today? We have to try to do our poison quest. That's what I was forgetting. Slash putting off. Man. I am not looking forward to that. I am not looking forward to that. I don't even know where to pick up the quest. I'm hoping we pick it up in Stormwind. That I can just go to the SI7 area in Stormwind and pick it up. It's not gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe I won't even do it today. This guy didn't drop any blue items. 7 agility polearm. I don't know who that's supposed to be for. I guess maybe a hunter could use that. And arcane spell damage cloak, which I guess would be for an arcane mage, which doesn't really exist while leveling up. Is it the one where you have to go up into the tower? I think there is a tower involved. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a tower in, like, southern Westfall. I've never done the Alliance side quest. I did the Horde side quest back in the day on a Blood Elf, and it was a huge pain in the butt. I remember it being basically impossible at level 20 to solo it.
Stay down. Lapdogs, all of you.
Somebody got killed. Our mage got himself murdered immediately. The mage is now dead, which means we don't have a resheep, which means we are now fighting 4 of these guys, which means I'm now taking VanCleef, which is fine. I'll just, I'll evade a little bit here. I feel like we might get VanCleef down, but I feel like this is gonna be bad. Maybe we're gonna be okay. Alright, VanCleef is down. We got 4 bodyguards to deal with. Let's, like, get some target priority here, guys. We gotta get these guys down one at a time. I'm gonna roll need on this. I don't think we're gonna win it, but we'll see. We did win it. Oh, that's amazing. I'm very happy about that. 6 agility, 3 stamina. That's replacing 2 stamina, 1 strength. So yeah, pretty huge upgrade for us, actually. Pretty huge. There we go. Oh, and it looks really cool. It kind of fits like our whole like armor motif we have going on right now. Yeah, for a level 20 character, we look pretty good. All right. I don't know if they're not going to res this guy or what. Let's get Cookie. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Cookie. Let's go ahead and get a res up. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I don't know why, but somebody ran off the platform. Why did they run off the platform? I don't understand. Oh, ooh, look at that. I mean, we don't need it, but somebody's gonna be happy. Somebody is going to be happy. Looks like the mage won it. He didn't turn off auto run. Yeah, he made a mistake. Some kind of mistake. Guys, I think that since we're over here, I'm gonna run over to the lighthouse. I'm gonna turn in the quest for the 5 flask of oil for the lighthouse quest, and then I think I want to do the swim down to Booty Bay, because I would really like to do Wailing Caverns today. But we need to go down to Booty Bay, get the flight point, and get on the boat. So yeah, I think Wailing Caverns next, but we have a little bit of travel to do. I don't want to queue up for Wailing Caverns until we're almost in Booty Bay. Like, once we're pretty close to Booty Bay, once we're pretty close to getting on the boat, then we will do it. Let's shoot over to the lighthouse really fast. We can get this quest turned in. Nice cloak, yeah, it's the blue cloak, yeah. We got really lucky. We still need lots and lots of pieces of gear. I should probably just not run right into all these murlocs. Would that be smart? Alright, and now we travel. Oh my god. I'm having hardcore character flashbacks. This is how it happens. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. I've lost at least 2 hardcore characters by doing the exact thing I just did. Which was by thinking that I could run past all the Murlocs and completely forgetting about the fact that they have a Frost Nova ability. And they have poisons, which are very deadly when they stack together like that. Alright, let's settle in for what is going to be a little bit of a swim. Daryl, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, and thanks for being here. Dustin, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Where are we swimming to? We are heading down to Booty Bay. And we're doing that so I can get on the boat, so we can go over to Ratchet, so we can do Wailing Caverns. And then we'll have the Booty Bay flight point for later on, which will also be helpful. Yeah, it's still going to be a little bit. It's a little bit of a swim. Yeah, we gotta stop the druids, right. Yep, it's gotta happen. I think there are a couple of quests we can pick up, both in Ratchet, and then there are some outside in the Eyeball Cave. So we should have a few quests we can do. Maybe not as many quests as someone on the Horde side, but we should have some. I'm wondering, like, when it's gonna be appropriate for me to put myself in the queue. I don't want to put myself in like super early and still have like 30 minutes of travel time. I think maybe once we get into Booty Bay, once we're actually like in the bay, then I'll queue up. I also don't want to like get there and have to wait 30 minutes for a group. Because I don't know, maybe there's some questing we can do. Maybe if we end up having to wait for a while, there might be some questing we can do as Alliance side out of Ratchet. I'm pretty sure we can go to the Northern Barrens and get the ruby out of the mine. We might be able to kill the pirates, although I think we might be too high of a level for that one. Northwatch Hold, maybe we can do the Northwatch Hold quest. That might be weird, because those are like, maybe those are Alliance humans, so maybe not. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, what could we do in Ratchet to kill time if we do have to wait for a group? We got invited to the Deadmines group in like a minute and a half. I just don't think that Wailing Caverns groups are going to be as prominent. How's LFG working for Classic? It works just like this. So this is, I don't know like what version of it this is, but you create a listing, and then we list ourselves. And once you list yourself, you can see all the other groups. Like, man, like they've already, like, this might be, it might be unlikely to get a group for this as Alliance. There's only one group coming together right now. They've already got a rogue. The rogue is the group leader. So it's like a lot of leather wearers, because a lot of what you get out of Wailing Caverns is leather stuff, so you're gonna see like a ton of rogues and a ton of druids. So maybe we're just getting the flight point for Booty Bay. Because, yeah, this does not seem super promising compared to how many Deadmines groups there were. Not super promising. We'll sit in the queue, and we'll see. The biggest problem is that they don't have the summoning stones turned on. I bet you would see a lot more Wailing Caverns groups if they turned on the summoning stones. If people knew that you only had to get 2 party members out to the dungeon entrance, then a lot more people would be willing to put a run together. But knowing that you have to get 5 people at level 20 who can travel to Wailing Caverns, like on the Alliance side, it's just unlikely. So, yeah. And then I guess we need to start thinking about, like, Shadowfang Keep, we can't queue for yet, so Shadowfang Keep must be closer to, like, level 25. Because right now that's not an option for us. Why not have the summoning stones working? I feel like it's for warlocks. I feel like it's so warlocks are like more useful than they might otherwise be. But the problem with that is, like, with a warlock, you don't need 2 people, you need the warlock and 2 other people. So even with a warlock summon, like 3 people, including the warlock, already have to travel. Which is different than just 2 people having to do the travel. There's the giant elite. I wonder if he's gonna come over here and kill us. No, his aggro radius must be pretty small. Well, at least this way we have the flight point. I know some people don't like it, but I feel like they need to add this group finder to all the classic era realms. Every classic era realm should have this. The alternative is that people just use this stupid thing, which is essentially doing the exact same thing, but it's harder to work with. And you can't just list yourself. Eventually your listing expires depending on how long ago you spammed. This just needs to be a feature of every version of Classic. Dustin, I'm glad I can stream today too, man. Yeah, my streaming schedule is not going to be consistent for the next, like, little while, but I'm gonna stream when I can. I think a lot of the times I'll stream will be on the weekends for now. Until some point in the future that might change. Eventually I'd like to get back to, like, doing 5 days a week. But it's gonna be, like, probably mid-December before that becomes a possibility again.
Talk to me. Off with you.
Okay, so there we go. I mean, that's cool. Flight points are good. I like having flight points. I just don't know if I want to do a lot of questing today. I'm gonna whisper this guy. I don't think he's gonna invite me. You know, he's a rogue. He put the run together. He's already had to take a druid into the run. But I'm gonna whisper. I whispered him and I let him know that, like, I'm already in Booty Bay. What class are me? You can shift click me and see what class I am. Yeah, what class am I? I'm a leather wearing class like everybody else who. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna tell him I'm a leather wearing class like everybody else who wants to do Wailing Caverns. This kind of shit is not going to get you invited to groups, but, like, I don't know what else to say to this guy. People ask stupid questions, and they ask questions that they can find out the answer themselves. Like, I whispered you can shift click my name, and if you shift click my name, it's going to tell you what I am. My item level. You can see all this. You can see all this by holding down shift and then left clicking my name. Like, you don't have to ask me my fucking level. We're not going to be doing this run. But that's okay. But that's probably going to be the end of my conversation with that guy. But yeah, there we go.
You got my attention. Watch your back.
Anything else I want to do here? Don't think so. I think we just jump on the flight and get out of here. It's probably going to be our best bet.
Interest you on a pint?
Let's take this back to Stormwind.
Very good.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll never do a Wailing Caverns run. Ultimately, Horde side is better if you want to do a bunch of dungeons. If your motivation is to do a ton of dungeons, like, you have to make yourself go Horde side. Because it's the only way you're going to do a bunch of Wailing Caverns, it's the only way you're going to do a bunch of, like, Razorfen Downs, Razorfen Crawl, it's the only way you're going to do a bunch of Shadowfang Keep, it's really the only way to do a bunch of Scarlet Monastery. I can't help this guy, he doesn't know how to shift-click my name. I can't be in a group with someone who's that incompetent. I just can't. Yeah, I can't deal with this guy. Like, ultimately, also, like, you can look at me in the group finder. Like, I'm in the group finder. There's only 3 people there for Wailing Caverns. It's not like it would be hard to look in the group finder. Then you could see my level, my class. You don't have to ask me, like, 20 questions. Like, what loot do you want? What level are you? What's your item level? How many inventory spots do you have available? Yeah, I can't answer 20 questions. Either you want me in the group because I can get to the dungeon quickly, or you don't want me in the group. And in this case, I don't think he wants me in the group. Wailing Caverns you can do anywhere between like 18 and 22. Like 18 at the lowest. You probably don't, I mean, maybe even up to like 24. We're pretty much at the perfect level for it because we're gonna get good kill XP. This group here is probably going to be for Deadmines, if I had to take it. Yeah, this is another Deadmines run. I'll do another Deadmines run. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to do a bunch of questing today. I feel like I'm a little bit behind the level curve because I chose not to go to Darkshore, and I'm still not going to go to Darkshore. So to make up for it, I'm gonna do a couple dungeons. Oh, we were full for a minute. Tactical, good afternoon, buddy. Ilpo, Dizzlin, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to the stream. I have been doing pretty well. Yeah. It's been pretty good. Haven't really had time to stream a lot, but I've been trying to keep up with things in recorded series. And that's been going okay. Some people are born with a stupid gene. Yes. Yes, they are. Alright, we have a full group here. Everybody's probably already in Moonbrook. I requested a stop, but there is no stop. I think I was on a direct flight for Stormwind. Deadmines, Moonbrook. This guy's in, where's he at? He's in Lakeshire. Okay, cool. I gotta refill my coffee really quick before I do this run. I'm gonna jump on a flight.
Need help?
And thankfully I should have a fresh pot of coffee waiting for me, so I should just be able to top off my mug. Hoping to be back in about a minute and 18 seconds. That was pretty good timing. Inventory needs to be emptied out. We have a burgeoning inventory. Are the realms full of people? Like, is it very active? Yes, right now it is.
What can I help you with?
Now, it's a fresh start realm, so, like, it could go one of two ways. It could stay really active, and more people could come play here, or it could completely die, and people could go back to whatever they were doing before. And yeah, we don't know, obviously, like, which way it's gonna go. Because Fresh Start servers have done both those things. Like, in the past, Fresh Start servers have been good, and some of them have failed. So we'll know in a couple of months, basically. Really, I can't afford to sell too much because I need some of these animal parts for the quest. I don't think I need ribs. I need tough condor meat, I need the Gortusk snouts, and I need spider meat. So I can't sell any of that stuff. I might have... Oh, here we go. The spider meat I didn't sell. Okay, cool. That should be good. These spotted sunfish, that's a quest item. Murloc fins is also a quest item. Yeah, I just got too many quest items. Okay. Let's get going. When Path of Exile 2 releases, you think Classic population will take a hit for a while. I don't think that the audience for those games is the same. Obviously, there will be some people who are interested in both those games, but I don't think that's a huge crossover audience, you know what I mean? Like, Diablo 4, we'll see its numbers plummet. I mean, that is if anybody is playing Diablo 4 still. Like, I think that's going to hit the Diablo 4 population a lot more than it's going to hit the Fresh Start Classic era population. But yeah, I do plan to check out Path of Exile 2 in a recorded series a little bit. It's not really, like, in the past I haven't really been excited by ARPGs, but I'll check it out and see what it's like. I think a game that might take some people away from Classic for a bit is going to be the Pantheon Rise of the Fallen Early Access. Because Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is actually a Classic MMO. It's a new Classic MMO. And so I think that will interest some people who play Classic WoW, and I think some people will go check that out. But it's an early access still, or it will be an early access in December. So, you know, people will go check it out, and then they'll come back to WoW. The thing that ends up competing with WoW is usually WoW. So, like, people will either enjoy their time on the Fresh Start realms, or they'll start to wish they can go back to their home realms where they have all their gold and all their characters and all their professions and they had their guild. Like, that could happen. Like, WoW most often, especially Classic WoW, mostly competes with itself. Among, like, the different versions of Classic, the different places to play Classic. It's at war with itself, basically. I'm on mute, that's good. That works. I thought we were waiting for somebody still, but I guess not. I'm just standing out here by myself in a crowd of strangers. Oh, hi there. Hi, how are you? This is fun. Let's just jump down. I'm sure this won't cause any problems. Ultimately, this is probably fine. There we go. We look like we've caught up to everybody. Not sure if we're going to leash the ones that are on us. You know when I started to care about like bank alts and profession alts and stuff was when we first started playing on white main. When we first started playing on white main, I really started to care about that stuff. I really started to care about like interacting with the economy. Like it felt good. I was like building up these like good habits when it came to like having professions and having a bank alt and selling stuff on the auction house. And then eventually I couldn't play on white main anymore. And like that sapped a lot of my like give a shit type of energy as far as like carving out a permanent home for myself somewhere in Classic era. Like white main was supposed to be that home, and jackholes ruined it for me. So mission accomplished for them, and then just like ended up in me just not caring as much after that. That's true. This now has instant mail to your alts. That's good. I don't know if I like rely on that or if that really factors into my choice. But maybe it can. Maybe it could factor into my choice. In a world where I was going to send stuff to a bank alt and then hop over to that character right away to put it on the auction house, then that would affect it. In the world that exists today where I send stuff to my bank alt and then I never log my bank alt in, then instant mail still doesn't help my problem.
VanCleef pay big for your heads.
We dinged level 21. Should have a look at talent points. Okay. Like, ultimately we have to get down to dual wield spec, I think. So maybe we start going into precision, we start missing a little bit less. I love not being the tank, because when we're not the tank, we see a variety of different types of tanks. Last time we were in here, we had a tank that was, you know, he had a one-hander, he had a shield on, he was pulling with his ranged weapon, pulling very carefully, trying to be calculated, and that worked. And then in this run, we have a warrior who is dual-wielding, who is charging into packs, and that's working fine too. And so that's been kind of fun, just to see like the variety and the different ways that people tank in Classic now. From what's like just traditionally expected or accepted. And all of it seems to work. There's the blue two-handed axe. 64 top end damage, 8 stamina, 8 spirit. they added the summoning stones, it would save a lot of time. Yeah, it would. I think it would make people more likely to do those out-of-the-way dungeons, too. You'd have more people willing to do Wailing Caverns if they knew that on the Alliance side that you only had to get 2 people out there. But apparently they're not willing to diminish the Warlock's utility, which I kind of get. In Classic Era, sometimes all classes bring to the table are their unique utility spells. And I think for the Warlock, the summoning is definitely one of those things. So I kind of get it. At the same time, I do wish they would just turn them on. This pull could get out of hand, like, just because of how many adds they can summon, this could get really out of hand. Yeah, let's move it back a little bit. Moving it back a little bit would be good. Well, this is not great. We have pulled the boss. Probably not exactly what we wanted to do. If we take these guys out with some kind of priority order, like if we do the ads first, for instance, then we should be okay. No ring off of this guy. I feel like we're never going to see the ring. Amy, I must have missed it when you told me you were going out. I mean, I thought you would go out, but when I only knew you went out when I went upstairs to refill my coffee. And the house was empty and quiet. And then I realized you had gone out. I'm glad you're making it out there. In the world. Oh, we have some buddies back here. Oh yeah, I can lockpick this door. Yeah, I can lockpick the door. I kind of forgot that I could do that. Well, there we go. Look at that. Not that it's hard to get the item. Yeah, Black Friday madness. Yes, exactly. We just, but mainly we just needed some lights to decorate the tree with. We put up the tree, like usually either Thanksgiving night or the day after Thanksgiving. We put up the tree and decorate it. And we just didn't have any Christmas lights. I think we tossed all the old ones out last year and forgot to buy new ones. So like the only reason she really had to go out was so we could decorate the tree later. Thankfully, the majority of our actual Christmas shopping is done. Like we could have Christmas tomorrow and we'd have everything that we need to have. We just didn't have lights. Leo, you put up a 9-foot tall dragon in your front yard yesterday? I guess that's like, is that holiday adjacent? Just to scare people away. I like the idea of putting up decorations that actually have nothing to do with the holiday. And just like knowing that people are going to try to draw like some tenuous connection from like the decoration to the actual holiday that's happening. He has a Christmas hat on and a cup of hot chocolate. There you go. Like, that's perfect. It's slightly confusing, but it, you know, the intention is clear, which is that he's a holiday dragon. Do I take the tree down right away on Christmas or wait? By the end of the night on Christmas Day, typically the tree is being put away. Yeah, because we have it up for so long, you know, like I said, we're gonna put it up tonight. And so yeah, by the evening on Christmas Day, like we are ready to be done with the holidays for another year, and that sucker gets put away really, really fast. We also have a small house, so like it eats up like valuable square footage. So it's kind of like, it's imperative that we get that space back to our daily lives as soon as possible. So yeah, it goes away really quick. I enjoy the holidays until they're over, and then I'm ready to move on with my life.
Landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise. Oh, now you're making me angry.
Another blue, not a blue we can use. 11 strength, 4 agility. Oh man. That's gonna be great for like either the pally or the warrior. How's Deadmines going? It's going good. This is our second one today. We're seeing a lot of blues drop on this run, but they're not blues that we need. Oh, we won this on a greed. Nobody needed this. Like, these people don't need this. You're a warrior or a pally and you don't take this? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. So I guess we can vendor it. It sells for 31 silver, and like, yeah, we could really use 31 silver. Yeah, it's like the time we see a blue drop and nobody, it feels really bad when nobody needs on the blue item in Classic. You never see blue items drop in these low level dungeons, and then they do drop and nobody needs it. It's like, it's gross. It's actually gross. It looks like we're going to do cookie first, which I actually prefer it that way. And it's a little bit more kill experience when we clear this side of the boat, as opposed to when we just jump down on top of Cookie's head and fight him on the dock. Well, we got some friends, and I guess I'm tanking this one, which is unfortunate. This is the second time he dropped his wand. Maybe somebody needs it this time. I guess the only person who could possibly need it would be the priest. Like, to get that as a priest would be amazing for leveling. Yeah, at least he needed it. That makes me feel a little bit better about the two-handed mace that nobody needed. At least the priest needed the wand. Now we need the one-handed sword to drop, and we need to somehow win it over this other rogue. That would be nice. Blanzen, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome back to me. I mean, I've been here. My streaming schedule is not going to be normal. Maybe ever again, but not for a little while at least. Like, right now, it's like I can stream on the weekends a bit, and that's about all I can do right now. This is technically a weekend, because my kid's not in school and my wife is not at work. But yeah, it'll probably be like middle of December before I can actually get back to like 5 days a week type of thing. I've been enjoying focusing on the recorded series and just doing it that way and making some of the videos a little bit longer. Yeah, when I'm only doing recorded stuff, I tend to play a little bit less because I split my time between this character and the hardcore character right now. Kind of helps me feel like I don't need to rush when I spend most of my time doing recorded stuff. Lets me feel like I can set a different pace for myself. So it's been pretty good. We don't really need the strength on this belt. I really wish that was like agility and stamina. But yeah, kind of useless. Alright, this group, I feel like this group is probably going to just like try to DPS down the boss. We're probably going to ignore the ads, if I had to guess.
Thank you. None may challenge the Brotherhood.
Now we're marking the guards. Okay, that's really surprising. I didn't anticipate they would bother with the guards. But sure, let's do the fight the right way. I'm okay with that.
Lapdogs, all of you. Fools! Our cause is righteous. The Brotherhood shall prevail.
He dropped the Corsair overshirt. 5 stamina, 11 spirits. Maybe that would be something the healer would need. Nope, nobody needed it. Guys, we walked out of the run with 2 blue items. Unfortunately, they were 2 blue items that we don't really need and can't really use. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I think we just go ahead and we hearth out of here at this point. Yeah, it's pretty good for a priest. We wore it a little bit on the warlock too. The warlock had it. And it was pretty good for a warlock, you know, in lieu of anything better. Alright, what do I want to do now? We have a quest to turn in, apparently, that I never turned in. Oh, that's the rogue quest. Okay. Let's go turn in the rogue quest. And then after that, I don't really know. I'm not really in, like, a big questing mood. I don't know why. But, you know, all we can really do is spam Deadmines. I'm assuming there's still not really any Wailing Caverns going out. Yeah, what do we got here? Are there any holiday events going on in the game? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But maybe. I never really keep up with the holiday stuff. I'm whispering some of these people and like seeing if they want me on the premise that I already have the Booty Bay flight point. So like I will be able to travel there pretty easily compared to people who don't have the flight points. But it doesn't seem to matter. Nobody seems to want me anyway. Nobody wants me for any of these groups. Slightly discouraging. Like, no one will even talk to you. No one will even speak to me to tell me to piss off. It's frustrating. Life is hard as a rogue, I guess. Like, is there a class I can go on where people will actually want me in their groups? Like, what do people have? Like, if, you know, no matter what class I play, people are gonna hate it. Whether it's a hunter or a warlock or a rogue, like, what do people have against rogues? I'm not gonna need on tanking gear, so like that's cool. I don't know. We've been able to find groups for Deadmines, alright, but yeah, it's hard to find a group for Wailing Caverns, apparently. I guess I'll go up here and kill Knolls for a bit. We'll sit in the queue and see what happens. Well, yeah, if we're a tank, then sure. Yeah, sure. If we wanted to be a tank or a healer, then we can get faster groups. Sure. I don't really want to do it. This area looks nice and farmed out. This is gonna be, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Your ornament?
What is
Okay,
it?
this is his ornament. It's Origin Tail or something.
Oregon Trail? You got me an Oregon Trail
You-
Christmas ornament?
You have died of dysentery.
You've died of dysentery. An Oregon Trail Christmas ornament. You've died. That's probably how I will die.
And Mom said that sickness got eradicated.
You will die of dysentery. No, if you go to some countries and drink the water, you can still get dysentery, and it's not good.
Oh, okay. I'll go to a different country.
Yeah, basically, you go to another country, just drink bottled water. You'll be safe.
Okay.
You won't have to die of dysentery on the Oregon Trail. That's a cool ornament, though.
Yeah, Mom thought of it for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You died of dysentery.
Oregon Trail. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me?
And that Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's too early for
Wait.
Christmas.
Can we say that? Is that copyrighted?
You can say what you want. I mean,
Hey, blah blah blah.
within reason.
Oh, well, we.
At least until I kick you out of my office, which is going to be probably right now.
No,
Okay.
no, please,
Yeah.
please.
I'm competing for mobs. I can't pay attention to you and compete for
Oh, by
mobs.
the way, guess what? We got a new $17 fancy toaster.
We got a $17 fancy toaster. I'm glad that
There was a $9.
dang, a $9 toaster. We're broke as fuck. We probably should have went with the $9 toaster.
No, we went. For
Oh,
the
we spent big money on the $17 toaster.
Yep.
Jeez, does it toast 6 pieces of toast at once?
Yeah.
This morning when I was toasting myself a piece of toast, an old Halloween ornament fell into the toaster. It was like a rubber bat. And then you didn't know this? And then that's why we needed a new toaster, because one of the rubber bats fell off the microwave into the toaster, and I didn't notice right away, and it melted it into a little bat puddle. And that's why we needed a new toaster.
That's just gross.
It didn't get on any food, it just ruined the toaster.
It's sad.
It's fine.
Hey, Mom gave me the choice. Do you want the non-fancy $9 toaster, or do you want the fancy $14 toaster? And
I thought it was a $17 toaster, now it's a $14 toaster?
No, it was a 17.
Alright, so the value of it just keeps going down.
Yeah. Next, it's just gonna be like a $3 toaster.
Alright, son.
Bye. See y'all.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Shut my door, please.
Bye, chat.
He didn't shut my door. Which shouldn't be surprising because he doesn't do anything that I say, so. This has been like the continued questing experience. I kind of had this idea that eventually we wouldn't be competing for mob tags anymore. Like, people would kind of spread out enough and that it wouldn't be a big deal. But no, every quest I've done so far has involved just like not being able to get any tags. Having to compete for tags with a bunch of other people. We're not going to get this one. Nope. It has slowed down the leveling process quite substantially. A lot of times I get on it, it doesn't really feel like I'm able to get a lot accomplished. Why don't we have self-closing doors? I mean, there are self-closing doors, it just you don't typically see those installed in a house, I don't think. I'll get like a sliding door like at the supermarket. Install it on my office. This part of Red Ridge is always overcrowded. Every part of Red Ridge I've been in so far has been overcrowded. It was a pain. We don't even have the cooking quest. I don't even think I have the cooking quest done yet. Oh yeah, I never finished the cooking quest because I couldn't get the condors I needed. I couldn't get the condors I needed, and now I'm up here, and now I can't get the gnolls that I need. It's just been like really, really slow. It's been fun to play during prime time in some ways, like, because I'm playing on the EU server here, so like in the EU right now it's 7:42 on a Friday night. Like, that's pretty much prime time if there is prime time. And so like part of that has been cool because, you know, we get to see more people. Seeing people in the world is supposed to be a good thing because that tells us there's a healthy population. Makes the world feel alive, yada 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 yada. The downstroke of that is that I can't make any progress leveling up. And that's a pretty big negative. It might take me twice as long to level up playing during prime time as when I would just like play on the US servers and it would be during the day. And like, yeah, there are some people that play during the day, but it's not nearly this many people. So yeah, it just might take twice as long. That's what it feels like. Is it really that bad? It's not that it's bad. It's just that I'm not used to playing on during prime time. If you're someone who's played during prime time and this is what you're used to, then it probably isn't bad. But you know, I don't play during prime time. I typically play on servers where it's the middle of the day, and so in the middle of the day you get a little bit less of a population, and you don't have issues like this where you literally can't tag a mob. Like, I don't know, is it bad? You tell me. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people around this camp. This camp spawns 5 gnolls at best, and we're all looking for items. So, like, there is a kill quest, so we could be grouped up for the kill quest. That's not a big deal. But the problem is we all need items off these guys, and sharing items 5 different ways takes just as long as competing for tags. So everyone basically just competes for tags. So, like, is this bad? I mean, it feels bad because I'm not pushing buttons right now. I'm not even playing the game right now. Oh shit, there was one behind me that I didn't see. Like, it's pretty bad, yeah. I'd say this qualifies as pretty bad. If I was someone with, like, you know, and I guess I feel it right now more because right now I am someone who has a limited time that I can play. Usually I can play a lot more. But for the next few weeks, and for the last few weeks, I haven't been able to play as much as I usually can. And so this has impacted me a lot more, and I definitely feel like if you're a person who's got like an hour or so a day to play, this is going to impact you a lot. Like, you could get on for your hour a day and not get a single quest done because of how long it's going to take just to wait for mobs. So yeah, in that regard, it's pretty bad. And that's kind of why I've been trying to do more dungeon runs. Like, I've done like 3 or 4 Deadmines runs by now. I would love to do Wailing Caverns, but nobody wants a rogue in Wailing Caverns, so like, that's just not happening. I messaged all these people like earlier to see if they needed a DPS, and they didn't even want to invite me. Their groups are not even full of DPS, and they wouldn't even respond to my whispers. All 3 of these people. Group leader, I've messaged all 3 of these people like 20 minutes ago. I let them know that I had the flight point to Booty Bay, so I could be at the instance pretty quickly, and they did not give a shit to even respond to me. Not only did they not respond to me, they did not fill their groups, they do not have another rogue, they do not have other DPS. They just didn't want me in their group for some reason. And like, I've never experienced anything quite like that. I've never messaged 3 groups in this game, all of which need DPS, and been completely fucking ignored by all of them. And I don't really know what to do about that. Like, am I the problem here? I'm at a really good level for the dungeon. None of these other groups have a rogue, and none of them wanted to invite me. None of them wanted to even reply to my whispers. Ooh, so I'm kind of fucking astounded. I thought for sure they'd have groups by now. I thought they'd have groups. I thought they'd be out, they'd be gone. But they don't. They don't even have DPS. Like, meanwhile, like, I don't know, maybe this is just not working. I don't know. How do you leave the listing? You delist yourself. You come here and you delist. You can delist. You can relist. Like. What are the chances they aren't English speaking? I don't know. You guys who play on the EU, you would have to tell me. It's 3 different groups. What are the odds that all of them are not English speaking groups? What does that mean for my future of playing here? Like, if I message 3 fucking groups and all of them are non-English speaking groups and therefore they don't invite me, should I be playing here? Because I'm gonna need to get into groups, and unfortunately I'm going to need to communicate to them in English. So maybe that's like a negative externality that I didn't think about. When I thought about playing on the EU realms, I was not thinking that I would run into a bunch of groups that simply would not invite me because I speak English. So that's going to be a huge problem for me. I'm going to have a really big problem with that. If that's what's happening. And it could be, because like I said, none of them even replied at all. Like, I didn't get any reply. And so yeah, so I don't know what to do. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because, like, I would love to run dungeons as a way to not have to deal with not being able to complete quests. So, like, right now, I can run Deadmines over and over again. We seem to be getting into groups for Deadmines fine. But I would really like to have a little bit more variety in the dungeon runs. I could try to learn some other languages. At 41 years old, after not even being able to learn Spanish in high school, I can learn 3 different languages. I can't. And like learning other languages is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not smart enough to do that. But it's great if you can. I'm not going to do that. If I can't find English-speaking people to play with, I will just play on the North American realms. And then I'll find some English-speaking people to play with if that becomes a problem. I'm not going to learn 3 languages to ineffectually communicate with people in their native tongues. Because A, I'm not smart. B, the little bit that I do learn will be bad. It'll be bad, and it probably won't make sense to them. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if we can do this run. This is a Wailing Caverns. Wailing Caverns. Let's see if we can get it done. Most people are toxic and always steal your loot. That never happens to me. I think this statement that most people are toxic is like hugely overblown and like completely wrong. I think there are a handful of people that will ninja your stuff. And in that case, it's not going to matter if you invite them to the group or not. A ninja is going to be a ninja. Regardless of whether it's their group or your group. Doesn't matter. I haven't had anybody taking anything that they didn't need yet, so... Yep, I'm gonna jump in flight to Booty Bay. And that's probably gonna be a little bit of a flight. We'll see how long.
Hey there. Have a good one.
There we go, in flight to Booty Bay. Playing Rogue with no PvP, shame. Yeah, I can't play on PvP servers because the world is full of assholes. We had a nice run on Whitebane for a while. Before a group of stream snipers found me and made me into their entertainment. So that was kind of the end of being able to play on PvP servers. I could probably play on PvP servers and like, if I wanted to try to obfuscate like what server I was and where I was playing, then I could probably get away with it, but yeah, ultimately not worth it. I'm gonna use the bathroom while we're in flight here, just so that's done for the dungeon run. Alright, I think everybody else is like in Kalimdor, aren't they? Barrens, Twilight Shore. I don't really know where that is. Twilight Vale. This sounds like stuff in the Barrens. Or like near the Barrens. We're probably still going to be the last people to get there, especially if the boat is not convenient. Boops, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. That is very generous of you. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the 10 new people. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out with us as we play some classic era Fresh Start. Let's cross our fingers and hope the boat comes relatively soon. The fact that there are people waiting for the boat is a good sign. That means the boat wasn't just here. I was curious how many people had hit 60. It looks like there are only 24 60s online right now. Unsurprisingly, the majority of the level 60s are mages. We got one priest, one pally, one rogue. No warlocks online at level 60, no druids online at level 60. But lots of mages. I guess AoE grinding really speeds things up. I should learn how to do that one day. we should try to learn how to AoE grind. Yeah, it's got to be because of AoE grinding is so fast compared to questing, compared to like normal mob grinding. That's got to be why there's so many more mages. One day we'll learn how to do it. This boat is taking forever. Do they call it spell cleave? I don't know who they are. I just call it AoE mage grinding. Cleave in World of Warcraft is supposed to indicate like 2 to 3 mobs being hit, whereas AoE indicates like a bigger area of mobs being affected. I feel like in WoW, cleave and AoE are like cleave is a AoE, but I feel like cleave and AoE is like a different is like a distinction. I don't think cleave and AoE are really like the exact same thing, because I think AoE just indicates that it's hitting more than 3 targets, like it's able to hit more than 3 targets. Whereas if something cleaves, it usually has like a target cap. One of these people who's over in Durotar or whatever, Kalimdor, one of these people do not have a flight connection, so they're going to have to run through the Barrens. So it could be that we're not going to be the last people to this dungeon. There you go, Spellcleave has a very specific definition. That's way too specific. Like, that's so specific that it's like, why would I even bother knowing that? This person here, they're gonna have to make the run. Like, they're gonna have to run through Ashenvale, or maybe they can go through Stone Talon. I don't know. Like maybe going through Stone Talon would be faster than going through Ashenvale. Either way, they're running it, so it could be a little while. Yeah, I mean, they're a hunter, so they have aspect of the pack, so they're going to be able to move a little bit faster than like a normal character, but yeah, I would say it's going to take them anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to do the run. Especially if that was where they were at, like where we saw them in Ashenvale, if that's where they're actually at. Oh, see, look at, are they doing, yeah, they're running through Stone Talon, it looks like. I think that's still probably going to take them like 15 minutes. It could be a while. This is the problem. This is why they need to turn on the summoning stones, because like, this run will probably stay together, but if anybody had time constraints, like adding another 20 minutes to the time of the run just so one person can make a run, like, that's too much time. It's too much time spent traveling when the time spent traveling is almost the same as the time spent in the dungeon. That's when it's like no longer good gameplay. I feel like having 2 people travel, turning on the summoning stones would be great. Especially in light of all the other changes they're willing to make. I mean, they're implementing dual spec though. You know what I mean? Like, these days it's hard to say what they will and will not do, because sometimes they do something like dual spec being put into the game is surprising. I would have been less surprised about the summoning stones being turned on than I was about dual spec. That's the weird part.
Talk to me! Glad I could help!
Yeah, they will turn them on eventually. You want to know when they'll turn them on? They'll turn them on when TBC comes out. Because TBC is when they turned on originally. I have to pick up some quests, I think. I think there are a couple of quests here that we need. I really don't know which ones, though. And it's not marking them really well.
What's up? Keep it real!
The Razorfen
Right
Crawl, that's not what I need. Maybe I don't have any quests to pick up here. I thought there was like at least one quest to pick up here. And then there are a couple of quests inside of the instance. Yeah, I don't know. Trouble at the here we go. Trouble at the Docks is one of them.
Keep it real.
I thought there was a couple of others we could pick up, but I don't know what their names are. I guess I could take a bunch of stuff and see if any of it goes into the Wailing Caverns category.
Time is money, friend!
Root samples, maybe?
Glad I could help! Hurry back! Keep it real! Hurry back!
Yeah, this is Razorfen Crawl. I don't need that. Intact, like the maybe we need to do the raptor horns. Maybe that leads into a quest. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go in with whatever we got. Wanted Baron Longshore. Yeah, let's just get out of here. There's a couple of quests to pick up at the entrance. Yeah, we need to get into the eyeball. There's like the eyeball of the cave. If we can get up there, we can grab a few quests. The hunter is actually making pretty good time. We're gonna get there at about the same time. Actually, they might get there ahead of us because they have aspect of the cheetah. And I already uselessly popped my sprint. Many people in the EU speak English thanks to the British Empire. Guess what? That's why I speak English too. That's why we speak English. Surprising. You thought it was because of Hollywood? Maybe. You see, there were once upon a time there were these 13 colonies. dot dot dot, etc., etc. How am I liking the rogue in the 20s? It's been fun. I'm putting off doing my poison quest, so like I would like the class a lot more if A, getting my poisons was easier, or B, I guess if there weren't poisons. But yeah, the poison quest is apparently pretty challenging, and I am putting off doing it, so yeah. Other than that, it's been fun. They said they have the quest and that they'll share the quest. I'm just gonna head into the instance. Assuming I can find the instance. Which is actually not guaranteed. Maybe I have no idea where the entrance is. That's a possibility. Okay, not really sure. I guess they must be camping the guy for the quest. Which means the instance portal is somewhere else. You'd think I'd remember, but I don't actually get to do Wailing Caverns a lot. I think we're going the right way. I don't know. This could be the wrong way. I'm good, I hope so. We'll find out soon. This seems vaguely familiar. Sort of. Isn't the portal like... Yeah, hold on. The portal's down there somewhere. Yeah, here we go. We found it. I've walked right into that hole before. I've definitely walked right into that hole in the past. Well, there we go. We made it.
Fantastic.
So we have two people outside the instance. Like, they're here, they're technically at the Wailing Caverns. But they have not found the instance portal yet. Talk to the cow and get your buff. Oh, there we go.
Ancestors
Got a 30-minute Mark of the Wild. Why can't an eagle and an eel team up? Because that would be illegal. Shameful. Somebody died. Somehow somebody died. They just died. At least it's not hardcore, you know? The worst thing is, like, you put together a hardcore dungeon and somebody dies on the way there. At least this is not that. Dang, the sounds in here are getting pretty loud. Let me turn the volume down a little bit for you guys. Some of those piercing tones get really loud. So, like, okay, did we res them? I think they went out to res them. Let's go see if we can ascertain what's going on exactly. I'd like to get the run going. You know, like, we can just get this going would be good. Here we go. They're on the way. Dan, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Just in time for the instance. Where'd everybody go? Maybe they went out. Maybe they went out to grab the quest guy. Like, there's that one quest guy outside of the inn. I don't really know what they're doing. I'm trying to, like, look at party chat, but the party chat is inconclusive. Here we go. All right. Yep. Here we go. Let's get this show on the road. Guys, you guys let me come here with a full inventory. we didn't vendor anything. At no point did we vendor a single thing. We just came here with a full inventory. And now you get to share in the pain with me as I drop every single thing in my inventory onto the ground. So yeah, welcome to the pain. The absolute crushing pain of having no fucking inventory space. All right, what else are we dropping? I think that's probably it. That's probably all we can do. Let's drop this bad boy. There we go. Okay, there we go. 12 inventory spots available. That's for sure. That's going to be enough. You remember when I was halfway there, but you knew I wouldn't go back? I would have went back. Yeah. With a full inventory, like completely full inventory going into the dungeon, even if I was halfway here, I would have went back. I wouldn't have been happy about it, but I would have did it. But it's okay. I'll just throw stuff on the ground. I'm okay with it. It's not like I need gold or anything. Oh, wait. It's okay. Ultimately, I only have myself to blame. Gold is overrated. Yeah, so is playing the game even mildly efficiently. Yeah, even mild efficiency is way overrated. It's much more interesting just to make the dumbest possible choices that I can make anytime I can make them.
None can stand against the serpent lords.
Reject intelligence, embrace complete stupidity! Exactly. Yeah, we reject intelligence and forethought, and instead we just embrace abject stupidity. Wait, was that a boss? Did she not drop any items? It sounded like she was a boss, like she had some voice lines and stuff. But I didn't see anything drop, so... I guess we're heading back this way. Oh no, a 10-slot bag dropped. Yeah, that would have been nice. Oh, there it is. A snakeskin bag. I've never seen that item before in my life. It would have been really nice to get a 10-slot bag. You know, in light of our whole inventory situation, it would have been really nice. The fact that a 10-slot bag dropped and that we didn't get it is kind of like a slap in the face. She drops 2 white items. I didn't see a green item drop at all. Yeah, she only dropped the whites this time. One of them was apparently a bag. The group asked me to kick the sleep. So if I'm trying to kick the sleep, then I have to let the heals go. I mean, I could try to gouge the heals, but if I'm trying to kick the sleep, I have to kick off a cooldown, so... That's why I did not kick the heal, but I did kick the sleep, because I was asked to do that. Yeah, I think the sleep is a big problem when it hits the tank or hits the healer. That's probably why they want it interrupted. Esme, happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Is there anything good we can get out of here? Probably not. There's some leather gear in here, but I think it's green, and I don't think it's very good. I think mainly we're just here for XP. Which can be said of most low-level classic dungeons. Like, for the most part, there's not a lot of good loot. And the good loot that exists is on, like, it's a rare drop, you know? We have a couple of quests here. I don't know if we'll get all the questing done or not.
You will never wake the dreamer.
Yeah, we've already got a good blue back. We got 6 agility, 3 stamina on the Cape of the Brotherhood, so... might not really be anything in here that we need. That dude dropped a green robe and a green sword, neither of which we need, although it is filling up my inventory. We have 1 inventory spot left available, which is great. There we go. The leggings of the Fang are pretty good. Yeah, but what are the odds they would actually drop? You know, there are a couple of good pieces in here. But they're like a really low drop rate chance. For the most part, like, trash greens are going to be the only thing that drops off bosses. Most of the time. But yeah, mainly we're just here for XP because it's essentially impossible to get any questing done in the open world. All of the places that we have to quest right now are like really, really over-farmed. So if we want to make any progress on a day-to-day basis, I kind of have to work in like whatever dungeons we can. Because not only is questing really slow right now, it feels really painful. It's painfully slow right now. Yeah, we'll definitely do Nomer again. We're gonna have to do any dungeons we can, you know. Especially if questing continues to feel the way that it does right now. For however long that goes on. feel like we're making pretty good progress. So what are we? We're about halfway through this place? I feel like we have to be about halfway through.
jaws of death will crush you.
One-handed mace. Yeah. I'm gonna roll on this. I have a mace in my main hand right now. This is much more damage than the mace I currently have. I'll take it. I'll take it. And I think I'll actually put it here. And then I think I'll put the buzzsaw here. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, that's nice. Fire Belcher. Bind when picked up. I don't think I've ever seen this wand drop. How does this wand compare to Cookie's wand, I wonder? The pants were better than what I have on. Yeah, I know. I just didn't care that much. Yeah, it had 4 stamina instead of 4 spirit. Technically, 4 stamina is better than 4 spirit. I just didn't feel like rolling on it. Just be another pair of pants in my inventory. Technically, you could say that even the ones right here are better. 6 agility, 1 strength. You could even say those are better. They look really dumb, so there's that. And there is level 22. Mr. Santa, good evening to you and welcome to the stream. Yeah, for now the streams are still going to be sporadic. I can basically only stream on the weekends for right now, which is fine with me. And then maybe later December I might be able to get back to doing like 5 days a week, but we'll see how it goes. I kind of don't mind the idea of only streaming on the weekends. Lets me actually work on like recorded stuff during the week. And typically, like if I'm streaming like 4 or 5 hours a day during the week, I don't have any time to work on recorded stuff. I just don't have the extra time. This dungeon is much, much longer than I thought it was going to be. I have to assume maybe this is the last boss, and then I know we have to do the Druid's event. Where we follow the Tauren, he summons the Murloc guy out of the water. Oh, wait, there's another boss. Okay, so we have this guy, and then the big guy. And then that should be it. Okay, we got put to sleep. I hardly ever get to do Wailing Caverns, so like it's been a while since we've been in here, and I'm just not familiar with it. We play so much Alliance, and on the Alliance side, I hardly ever get to do this. It's not a bad dungeon. I like it. I just like I really didn't allot for this amount of time. Part of the time, of course, was spent having to travel and wait for people to show up. Mr. Santa, that's really messed up. You can't do your own looking for listing. To open the full functionality of LFG, the mobile authenticator app is needed. What in the actual F? That's kind of whacked, if I'm being honest. You have to have an authenticator on your account to start a group? What the fuck? What are they thinking with some of this stuff? Like, what kind of decision making is that? It's the same kind of decision making that makes them lock out all new player accounts from the auction house and from the mailbox, like completely turning new players off to ever playing Classic. It's the same kind of stupid decision making. It hardly makes any fucking sense. Like, I get it, they're trying to stop bots and art and like real money transactions and stuff, but they paint with such a broad brush that they never get inside the fucking lines. It doesn't even make sense, some of the stuff that they do. I don't think it stops RMT at all. I think it just really inconveniences normal people trying to play the game normally, is all it really seems to do. It's crazy. Any drops? Yeah, the shield. Shield dropped, that was it. I've never seen that shield. Looks stupid, but it looks like it's a good, probably a good like paladin shield, maybe a good, probably a good shaman shield. A shaman could use this. I don't really know that anybody else needs it. Where are we going now? Okay, we're going back this way. Yeah, I have an authenticator too. It's just something that I've had for a long time. I don't even think about it anymore. I think it's crazy to lock out like in-game functionality behind having an authenticator. It's kind of crazy. Is the last part not escorting the Tauren guy? Or do we have another boss to kill? Because he doesn't go this way. He comes out and he goes this way. So yeah, we don't need to clear over here. We just need to start the guy and get him moving here. I'm gonna go talk to him and get him moving. Oh good, we got respawns. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we need to get the guy moving. Get the show on the road a little bit. I've already missed the Chiefs kickoff. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs game came on at 3 o'clock and I think I'm already missing it. I didn't really anticipate being in this dungeon for so long. Am I gonna do Wailing Caverns again? Not today, but we'll probably do it again. The problem right now is because I'm playing on the EU servers. Because I'm playing on the EU servers, I'm playing when it's prime time for their player base, and because it's prime time for the player base, I can't get any questing done because all of the questing mobs are completely farmed out. So yeah, we'll probably be doing this one again out of necessity, because right now, like, the only way I can really make steady progress is if I'm doing 5-man stuff. Because I will spend an hour trying to quest and we will get nothing done. Like, we'll be lucky to get one quest done per hour with how farmed out everything is. And like, maybe eventually that'll change, but it hasn't changed yet. And it's been over a week since launch, so I don't know. I forgot how slow this guy goes. Come on, buddy. You can do it. And yeah, if we want to complete any of the quests, we're going to have to come back in here anyway. Because we definitely did not complete any of the, well, we completed one of the quests. This one here happens outside of the instance, so whether or not we find people to do that, I don't know. Deviant hides, we got half of them, so we're not even close to getting that one done.
Winds guide you.
The worst part is this escort quest. Yeah, the escort quest is tedious. If the guy moved a little faster, that'd be okay, but ideally one could simply not do the escort quest every single time. But you have to do it to open up like the last boss. It's not, I don't even know if it's really an escort quest. It's just like an escort scenario to be able to do the last boss. So yeah, that tacks on a lot of time to it. Like, ideally we'd have killed that last big guy, and that would have been the end of the run. And that would have been a pretty good sized run. But this is going to tack on like 10 more minutes. And there we go. We got some cloth shoulders. Restores 3 HP every 4 seconds. I feel like these are good for anybody. Right? I mean, we don't have shoulders at all right now. I have no shoulders. And so there's no other stats on them besides armor and 34 health. I'm gonna roll on them. Why not? I don't know if they're like super useful to anybody, but having no shoulders is bad. We didn't win them anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. Alright. That is that. Their hunter loot. The hunter won the shoulders. So the hunter rolled a 38, we rolled a 20. So low rolls all around. I am hearthing out of here. We do have a quest to turn in. We're going to have to do this dungeon at least one more time if we want to complete any of the other quests, so I'm not going to worry about turning it in right now. I am going to hearth out because I am all out of time for today, guys. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me this morning and this afternoon. I really do appreciate the support. I think I will stream tomorrow. It'll probably be a later stream than today, but I do plan to get on for a little bit, and we'll see if we can make progress. Questing has been really slow. It's been really hard to get any questing done. There are a couple of quests in Red Ridge that I've been working on for multiple days and I still haven't been able to finish, so I don't really know what my plan is overall, but we will chat about it tomorrow. Have a good rest of your afternoon or evening time. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.